Daniel was always late. Late for school, late for football, even late for dinner. His mum, Mrs. Penelope Bramble, would often joke that he'd be late for his own wedding if he ever managed to find someone who could wait that long. "Daniel, love, you're going to miss the bus again," she'd call from the bottom of the grand staircase in their sprawling mansion, her voice echoing through the marble halls. It wasn't just any mansion, it was a labyrinth of polished wood and crystal chandeliers, with rooms that seemed to stretch into infinity. There was the library, thick with the scent of old books and secrets, the ballroom that had seen better days, and the garden, a tangled mess of roses and topiary that Daniel loved to lose himself in. But despite the grandeur of his home, Daniel Bramble, with his mop of untamed chestnut hair and freckles that danced across his nose, felt rather lonely. "Mum, I really wish I had someone to play footy with," he'd say, kicking a ball against the wall of his room, the thud, thud, thud echoing down the empty corridors. "Or someone to share the blame when I'm late," he added with a cheeky grin. "Be careful what you wish for, my dear," his mum would say, with a sly smile, as she set down his late dinner, the steam curling up invitingly. "You never know when wishes might come true." Daniel's room was a chaotic mess, with comic books strewn across the floor, mismatched socks dangling from the bedpost, and a clock that seemed perpetually stuck at 5 minutes past whatever time it was supposed to be. "Honestly, Daniel, your room looks like a tornado's had a party in it," Mrs. Bramble would sigh, though she couldn't help but smile at his antics. One particularly foggy morning, as Daniel stumbled down the stairs, one shoe half on and his school tie hanging loosely around his neck, he muttered, "Blimey, why can't I ever be on time?" He grabbed a piece of toast from the table and dashed out the door, his mum shaking her head in amusement. Yet, despite his perpetual tardiness and his mother's amused exasperation, Daniel had a heart as big as the mansion he lived in. "Mum, do you think we could adopt a brother or sister?" he asked one evening, his eyes wide with hope as he poked at his peas. Mrs. Bramble looked at him thoughtfully, her smile softening. "Well, Daniel, life has a funny way of surprising us. Who knows what might happen?" And so, amidst the grand halls and echoing laughter, Daniel Bramble, the boy who was always late, dreamed of the day he might have someone to share his adventures with, someone to make the mansion feel a little less empty. Little did he know the winds of change were already blowing, promising surprises that would turn his world upside down.